Part 2. Mafiathon Edition. It has its own category, our own new map. It's a whole new game. Mafiathon Edition.
Well, it's not really a whole new game. It's kind of just a new map and a high player model bundled into a new mod.
Welcome to where it all started, New York.
I'm going to throw some credits on the screen real quick here, just because I like to make a point in my videos to credit the creators of the work I'm doing. So this is going to be a lightly edited video of my first full completed playthrough of the Kai Mafiathon Getting Over It edition. The fight of the bots. I could care less. I'm going to do a little bit of voiceover here and there because the video is, because in the video I don't talk a whole lot, it's mostly just, I'm just trying to beat it, that's all. Like I said, it's going to be lightly edited, so I'm going to cut back some of the major falls, but if you want to see the full VOD, I'll have it linked in the description. Delcon. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. It's not very often we see a big creator play some of the extra content for the game. Usually it's more of a once and done kind of thing. It's cool to see some more attention to some of the modded content for the game, although I found the way they presented it a little strange. They presented it as in it is like a whole new game, and they gave it a category, and they put it behind a paywall where you had to sub to him to get it. Now, putting a mod behind a paywall is completely fine. I think if someone creates something and they want to charge for it, that's okay. As long as it's an add-on to the game and not the game itself, and the developer's okay with it, which he explained. They got permission, and that was fine. But the problem in my eyes is that they present it as a new game, the Mafiathon edition, and then you have to sub and go to his website to download it, which again is okay, but for people that aren't aware, it's not a different edition of the game. It's just a mod. And if you were to sub to him, and say someone's tight on cash and they scrape together some money to get it, and then they go to play it and they find out that they didn't get a game at all, instead they just got a mod, and now they have to go buy the game. So I think that should have been made a lot more clear. I found that part was a little strange, but aside from that, it's a cool project, fun event for streamers and whatnot to participate in. Now, from what I understand, the direction for this map, they wanted to make it very hard, and I think they wanted to do it because they wanted to be a challenge for a bunch of streamers and to be kind of, you know, make the event cool. And if Kai wanted to play it every day for his subathon, he would he'd be able to get a lot of content out of it. He's not going to beat it in a couple days, like a few hours, you know, which makes sense. However, when you have a Getting Over It mapper create a difficult map, they're creating a difficult map from the perspective of a Getting Over It player. Now, if you want to create a map that's difficult for a casual player, you really don't need to do much. You just need to make it long and throw in a couple medium-sized jumps. If you make a map that's actually difficult, then a casual player essentially doesn't stand a chance. They're going to need to spend hundreds of hours getting muscle memory together and learning certain types of movements that casual player is not gonna really know how to do. I mean, look at the speedrunners that played it. There was several speedrunners playing it the first day, and it went for several hours uncompleted. Now, the player who did end up completing it first was Yeet. He beat it in less than 2 hours, which is quite impressive. But also keep in mind, he is, I believe, currently 9th place in the world with a 102 time, which is insane. So he's a very talented player. Now, some of the other speedrunners that were playing it, they're also quite talented players as well. Had been playing for hours and had not completed it yet. I think the second person to complete it took around 5 hours. So for players that have thousands and thousands of hours in the game to take that long, with a game like this that has such a steep learning curve for the control scheme, when it comes to a casual player, they don't really stand a chance. If anyone proves me wrong and any casual streamers or players end up completing this, I will be thoroughly impressed. It's the entire dictionary. Part of the reason I hid that command. Don't worry, I can supply the dad jokes. The dead jokes and the dad jokes. Flushy. Sedge. Is there still a link for it? Like, can you still see the page? If it still works, I'd say don't delete it just because it's interesting. The plush that only Bennett has. Need a lot of traction. Honestly, the best chance they had of making that work was if they had had me advertise it. Yeah, probably could have sold enough for them to get it. So the thing that draws people into getting over it is how easy it looks. You watch a streamer or a YouTuber. I remember back when I watched, I think one of the first people I watched play it was PewDiePie way back when. And in his videos, I was like, you know, this looks really easy. I don't understand why they're struggling so much. And I've seen a few people play it here and there, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it because it looks really easy and I want to do it. And then you open the game for the first time and you are blasted in the face with what feels like atrocious controls and ridiculous physics that make no sense. And that's what makes the game difficult. It's not the map at all. The map, the original Getting Over It map, if you've harnessed the controls after spending hundreds of hours practicing the game, the original map is actually incredibly easy. Speedrunning it is more about going fast, not even about beating it. If you just want to beat it, any speedrunner that has some time in the game can beat it very easily. But yeah, so the difficulty of the game has nothing really to do with the map, it's all about the controls, and harnessing the controls. So when mappers develop maps, they're generally developing them for players who have time in the game.
Let's hope this does not take you over 100 hours.
I made one map that's only slightly more difficult than the original map, and another one that's actually quite easy, when I built Woodlands. Now that map is more of a fun map, and I'd suggest to any new player that wants to try out a new map, I'd say probably something like that one. It's not really difficult, it's just more to experience in the game, and there's some Easter eggs and stuff you can do on the map. My other map, Cliffhanger, is a little more difficult than the original map, and is a bit better of a challenge if a streamer is looking to get more content of the game without just completely straining themselves with something ridiculous like this. And I think for the scope of this project, something probably a little more difficult than Cliffhanger would have been perfect. The guy who did the mapping on this project said that this map is about 3 times longer than the original map, and 3 times harder than the original map. I'd agree with the length, it's probably about 3 times longer. However, the difficulty, I'd say it's probably significantly more difficult than the original map. I couldn't really give you a how difficult, because once you are practiced in the game, it's really hard to say, but I'd say it is multiple times harder than the original map.
Oh, no.
Cross diamond armor. Alright, I need to get a couple more diamonds first. I've already got the gold pants. So this was actually the first time I had reached this point in the map, and Kai happened to tune into my stream right as I got trolled by a false hammer. What? Bro, that's just mean. That's just mean, bro. Alright. Again. Overall playtime, you having anything over it? I don't know. On Steam, I have 2,000 hours. A lot of that's creating stuff, though, so... How much I actually have in playtime, I don't know. Not all the playtime is speedrunning, either. You hate this part. Now, as far as the map goes, I think it's actually a pretty dang good map. It's not bad at all. But for the purpose it was intended, maybe a little on the difficult side, that's all. Only complaints from my end are there's maybe 2 or 3 spots where the direction is not made very clear, so you're like, do I go left or do I go right? And the only way to really find out is by picking one, and there's a 50-50 chance you will live or go back to the start. Now, as a mapper, it is very difficult to realize that when you're making a map, because you know what the intention is, so to you it's obvious where to go. But when a player that's never seen it before comes in blind, sometimes they could be a little confused. Maybe they can't see ahead far enough to the next section and understand where they're supposed to go next. So there was a few coin flips like that throughout the map, but nothing too bad. Aside from that, there is this celebrations section with the balloons and such, and the balloons are very bouncy, and you have to take it very slowly. If you hit them hard or pull hard with your hammer on them, your hammer will phase right through, and you will get launched off of them. They were quite glitchy at times, and it was very difficult to control on them, and it took me a while to figure out that you just gotta go very slowly, especially during your pull pogos and your landings. Otherwise you will bounce right off of those. So I feel like that mechanic probably shouldn't have been kept in, particularly if any casual players by some miracle made it to that point. They would probably have a very difficult time dealing with that. Although, I mean, if you made it that far, you probably managed to conquer that as well. And finally, the last little complaint that I have with the map is the space mechanics at the end of the game. The planet mechanics. It actually took me a while to figure out what was actually going on and how to control myself. And when you're introducing a mechanic like that, generally you want to do it in a safe environment. But in this map, you were introduced to the planets mechanic in a spot where if you fail, you are probably going either halfway down or all the way back to the start. Outside of that though, I had some fun. I haven't played the game in about a year. I don't play it very actively anymore, just once in a while. So it was fun to see it get some attention and to come back to participate in this little event. Anyway, that'll be the last of my yapping for this video. I kind of just wanted to fill some dead air. And not to complain about the map. The map's actually pretty damn good. I was just kind of trying to fill some dead air and doing a bit of game design talk. Oh, that's his sub record from the first one.
No.
Well, not his, but... Time to deal with impossible mechanics. This one, I don't understand at all. It's new mechanics. In a place that will kill you. Fucking orbs. Oh god. What the fuck? Okay, there's 2 orbs on that apparently. Because there's no way that took first full circle. Okay, will I get normal gravity if I get on top of this? Oh, it's so weird. I'm gonna fling. Oh, okay, I'm out of it. That is so scary because I don't want to, like, suddenly get out of the gravitational pull and go flying. I've pushed off from purple ball. The purple ball is not solid, it just repels you. You try and touch it, your hammer will just get flung. Not controllable. I'm gonna yeet up there. I hate this so much. This is so not natural feeling in so many ways. Oh my god.
Oh my god, this thing.
Like, how is this working? Thank you for the resub, Coop. Appreciate it, dude. Continued support even when I'm not around. We did just buy a house. That's a big thing. Oh god, we gotta repel.
Whoop. Whoop.
Where do I want to go? Do I just want to go over this? I want to go up. Alright, can't wait for this to fling me randomly. Alright, if it holds the hammer, it should be okay. The pink one doesn't pull you, right? If I keep the hammer in it, will it hold it? Yes. Okay. But then I can't fucking push off of it very well.
Whoop.
Do these move? No. It would be kind of funny if you could knock them down in space. Another Kai room? Really? This better just be safe, because this shit's blind.
Whoop.
Okay, thank God. What? Oh, I can go through here. What is in there? Okay. I did not want to throw myself through, but, you know. Here we are. To die. That is not the direction I wanted to bring my hammer. Mafiathon. It's a Mafiathon planet.
Yes, sir, bro. You did it, boy. Yo, congrats on competing in Mafiathon custom map, bro. Yo, like, I know that shit hard, but you live.
Is it actually? The real end? Who's this random Asian guy? Oh my god. Okay, bye. No, I'm kidding. GG's. That was the Kai Mafiathon map. And then I ended my stream, and Kai joined with impeccable timing. Bye.
This nigga just say bye-bye?